What's up guys? In today's video I'll be going over all of the new skins being released in Marvel Rivals Season 1, and at the end I'll be going over the Battle Pass. The characters will be timestamped in the description below for easy navigation. Now let's get into it. Coming in at number 1 we have the Invisble Woman from Fantastic Four. She is coming in with a multitude of powers and she'll be your support hero. She'll be bringing invisibility and shielding effects to your team. She also has a secondary skin which reveals her darker side, facing the gothic theme of this season. We already know that this skin will be getting attention. Number 2, we have Mr. Fantastic himself as a leader of the Fantastic Four, and his secondary skin, the Maker, showcases his tech-savvy skills. He'll be joining your team as a tank with the elasticity skills to pull people together and also send damage back after being absorbed. His special ability, Brainiac Bounce, is sure to get on your nerves. Number 3 coming in is Moon Knight as the Blood Moon Knight. Are you ready to take on the moon with Khonshu? Although the Eternal Night implies moonlight, Khonshu is still sullen. Mark embraced the Crimson Moon's glow. Will you embrace this new look? Bounty Hunter Rocket the Racoon wanted dead or alive in this season. He comes in telling Groot that they should crank up their bounty together. Will you help Rocket and Groot make an easy payday? Penny Parker the Blue Tarantula in style comes from the fabled Blue Baboon Tarantula, a secret obsession of Penny's father. This creature became extinct in 2070. This remarkable spider left an impression on with Penny. Magneto is King Magnus of Marvel royalty. He gathered the royals and honored guests. The House of Magnus has arrived. This skin is a very military-style skin for the magnetic hero. Namor as Savage Submarnier, without any chest hair, he reminds us that the day, for once and for all, he'll always have declared war on the human race. Coming in next is Iron Man Blood Edge Armor, or should we say Iron Knight. This armor has been tweaked for maximum bloodlust and damage. Elden Ring and Dark Souls have finally met Marvel rivals. Next we have Adam Warlock coming in for Blood Soul. He seeks out the Doctor Strange, just seeking the empower to his incantations to bring life and restore good. Virtue must be upheld with him. Scarlet Witch with the Emporium Matron. She built a spiritual mercantile in the Emporium. She's built the door for anyone who's in need. Enter and never be seen again. Wolverine is a blood berserker. He knows a thing or two about living a long time. Dracula's messed with people for far too long for Logan, and he's going to send him back to his coffin. Loki as All Butcher with a scythe. He wants to be preferred as Loki the Necro God, Loki the All Butcher, Loki the End of All. Classic Thor from 2007 can be earned in this event where he is reborn from Ragnarok. Thor is in Asgard. Where are you? You must complete the Blood Moon over the Big Apple event to get him. Let's move on to the Battle Pass next. The Battle Pass Dark Hold. Let's go ahead and jump into Season 1 Battle Pass. One of the first things you notice upon entering this Battle Pass for this season is the fact that we have 10 pages here. 10 pages coming in on the Battle Pass, which will be something very different from us from our last Battle Pass. So, let's go ahead back to the very start of it on Battle Pass Season 1 over here and take a look at the first page. This is that first All Butcher skin from Loki we already discussed as well. We have his emote coming in. Getting a little symbiote action style here on that. We also have his spray for the All Butcher that we can be using across the map. We have Mr. Fantastic nameplate. Luxury item is the nameplate for him, which is a motion one, which we always like to see going forward. And we also have his MVP. Let's go take a look and see what that shows for his MVP movement. Looking sadistic and evil as expected. Then we have here on the very first page is that Blood Moon Knight costume as well, which we've already taken a quick peek at earlier. That's on page 1. Page 2, we also have Invisible Woman nameplate coming across the board. We have the Rocket Raccoon emblem. Wanted dead or alive for Rocket Raccoon as well for his spray. We do have his MVP as well. Let's take a look at that to showcase his wanted or alive skills. Remember, he has a healing buff this season which will change his tide and healing abilities. We do have his nameplate, we have some lattice coming across, and his actual skin which we've already observed earlier. Penny Parker's skin is on page 3, coming across with her spray as well as Moon Knight and Loki. We also have the 100 units of blue currency. We also have the Human Torch faceplate, which might be a little bit of a suspicion. You might see him coming. And another 100 lattice. Moving to page 4 of the Battle Pass, we can see we have Scarlet the Witch's spray. We have King Magnus nameplate with Magneto spray as well. We do have his MVP for all the mutants coming across, which we'll showcase here as we watch our FPS dip, coming across to all of the heroes and all of the mutants. We do have his emote coming across as well, holding his helmet and crushing it upon oblivion. And we do have King Magnus spray, House of the M. Page 5, we have some more 100 lattice coming across. We have the collectible Dark Hold. We have some 100 units of blue currency, Namor's emblem, his skin as well, the Thing coming across as well, and some more 100 units of blue currency. Moving to the next, we have that comic book gallery card, Eternal Night Falls, with some nice bats in behind the background. Moving to page 7, we have some more blue 101 units of currency. We have Iron Man's emblem. We have Blood Edge armor spray. We have his MVP emote coming across the board, shooting those rats out of the sky. Doesn't want to see those happening here. And here is his MVP as well that we just mentioned earlier. Clearly not impressed with the bats and rats. He wants to seek justice and bloodshed. This reminds us of Dark Souls, like we mentioned earlier. We have his nameplate as well, which is a clear, nice knight in disguise. Moving to page 8, we have emotes from Adam the Warlock, taking a deceased bird and reviving it with his incantations he learned from Doctor Strange. Moving on to the Blood Soul spray, we also have an Adam the Warlock emblem. We have 100 lattice coming across the board, his main skin, and we also do have his nameplate for Blood Soul. His emote will come in for his MVP status as we speak here. Deflecting those bats, reabsorbing them, soul bonding them into his Emporium of power. He will then become elite. Moving to page 9, we have Scarlet the Witch's costume. We have her emote here as well, taking a little bit of that red light district action here. Blue 100 units of currency. The spray as well from Emporium. We have that nameplate icon and that MVP symbol. Let's go check that out. We have bubbles across the board. She will then gather the red orb of energy and power. Moving to 100 lattice in the gold department. Moving off to page 10. We have another 100 lattice here as well. A blue 100 units. We have Hone Claws from emotes for Wolverine, which will showcase that bloodlust in his claws. We have a nice Blood Berserker Gothic Return spray with the actual Wolverine. We have his moving nameplate, which shows a lot of bloodlust. And we have his MVP for Blood Barrage, which, judging by the name, we already know this is going to be looking a little bit more dangerous on that side, as he seeks to put Dracula back in his coffin. Alright, then we have his skin there too, and the last thing we see here is at your service gallery card as well. So that covers off the battle pass with the new skins in the game. Now we need to move over to the event to check out the new event here as well. If you want to get that Thor, you need to make sure you finish these 5 missions. Blood Moon over the Big Apple analysis. So we have chapters on that. We have different gallery cards you can win for that. And if you, upon final completion, you will get the Reborn from Ragnarok Thor costume. So taking a look at the event as well. Looking at the investigation progress here, we have who needs damage control. Trigger recursive destruction 3 times in the Midtown. Everybody hates Reed. Defeat 5 enemies of Brainiac Bounce as Mr. Fantastic. Launch 10 enemies with force physics as Invisble Woman in a quick match, or even against AI. Next thing you see here is win 2 matches of the Eternal Night in Midtown and win 5 matches in the competitive mode as well. If you like that video out here, please go ahead and check this video out here to see all the buffs and all the nerfs to all characters for this season. Alrighty, we just finished that Battle Pass action. One thing also we need to point out is the Twitch drops on Season 1, Part 1 that also be released as well. I stream here vertically and I stream horizontally over on Twitch. The links will be in the description below. So the Twitch season drops that we have here, the duration starts from January 10th until January 25th, and here are the rewards. Watch half an hour with Hela, the Will of the Galactica spray will be unlocked. Moving forward, if you watch streamer for an hour, Hela, the Will of Galactica nameplate will also be included as well. Here concluding, you watch 4 hours of a stream on Twitch. It has an active drops on, and currently I do. you will get the Will of Galactica costume, which appears to be very much colorful and a very good design. These are some new things we haven't seen with Season 0, which we now will see in Season 1. So be sure to follow these steps to make sure you're set up to earn the drops. Connect your Marvel's Rivals account to Twitch account on this page. Watch any Marvel Rivals stream during Enabled during drops. Claim your rewards on Twitch drop inventory page and check them in your game inbox. This is the website marvelrivals.com/events. I will also pin this down in the pinned comment as well, so make sure you do not lose any of that ability to get those drops. I appreciate you hanging out today, and thanks for watching.